the BBC news channel in particular has failed to bring to us the story, and that's why we are here to send reporters to the field and investigate online social media reports of graphic videos and potential genocide happening to our people by the regime of President Paul Biya of La Republic of Cameroon.
All right, okay, I hear you on that score, and that's an issue that we shall refer up to the managers of the channel. I work for Focus on Africa Radio, which is engaged and reported extensively on events in Cameroon. And the reporter you mentioned, Randy Bizarre, is someone I talk to every day on the Focus on Africa program about events there. I am interested in what you want as protesters. What do you want? What is going wrong from your estimation that you want corrected in Cameroon? Should I start with you?
Our land is under occupation. For the past 56 years, the former British Southern Cameroon is under the occupation of Cameroon. We want to terminate that occupation, restore the independence of the Southern Cameroons as was prescribed by Article 76B of the UN Charter.
When you say your land is under occupation, what do you mean?
Our land was a UN trust territory under the United Kingdom and was supposed to attain full independence in 1961. But the sovereignty of our land was transferred to Cameroon through a process which is disputed. And since then, Cameroon has used its domestic laws to emasculate our own culture, to terrorize our people, and to treat us as captured people. And so we want them to return to their international border they attained on 1st January 1960, and which was certified on the 20th of September 1960 when they gained entrance into the United Nations.
As you're speaking, I see tears running down your face. Why?
Our people are being raped. We have been under brutality, subjugation, and torment and torture for so long. My friends are in jail. Some have spent the last 20 years in prison. They have been subjected to the utmost bestiality and brutality by the regime in Yaoundé. And we are very shocked that the United Kingdom, that was supposed to be the midwife to take us into independence, has shown utter silence and disregard to the pain and suffering of our people.
So, besides protesting in London about the reservations, what are you going to do?
We have prescribed 3 approaches to the termination of the occupation. Internationalization, which involves international mobilization through protests like the one we are seeing here. Targeted diplomacy, to talk to diplomats to understand our pain and to use preventive diplomacy to solve the problem. We also think, as a people under occupation and subjugation, we have the right to defend ourselves from the brutality of the system. And we are going to invoke all 3 approaches to make sure that we become a free people.
When you say you have the right to defend yourself, how do you mean? How are you going to do this?
By any means necessary.
Violence?
The regime has prosecuted the occupation through violence, disproportionate violence. And we think it is about time for us, with the absence of the intervention of the international community, to defend ourselves.
At a time where people want to see the continent united, want to see the countries united, why do you want to see your country split up? Why are you talking about sovereignty of parcel of territory in a country breaking away?
The right to external self-determination is not inconsistent with the concept of African unity. This is the fallacy we've lived since the period of the Republic, and that's why Africa is not united. Africa is not united because we are prescribing the kind of unity that Adolf Hitler used, Napoleon used, where they could invade other countries and stitch them together without their consent. You should be reminded that the Czechs and the Slovaks shook hands and parted ways. They still got united within the European Union. Africa will be united when the constituent people of Africa are able to decide their destiny by themselves, and through the consent of their people, build a unity that is sustainable. For the past 60 years, we have not moved closer to a real African unity because the approaches has not gone to the concept.
Why in southern Cameroon itself, physically, to protest and speak up against the regime. You're speaking up in London.
I was one of the first students to be expelled from the first Anglo-Saxon university in my country.
What for?
Because we stood up against the Francophonization of our country, we stood up against the annexation of our country. We were expelled from the university and banned from attending any other university in the country. We were arrested, we were tortured, and we escaped the country, and since then we've been in exile. And we have never forgotten why we left the country in the first place, because the situation has not changed.
You say you're in exile. Do you want to go back?
Home is home. I really wish to get back home. I wish to live on the dusty alleys of my country, to own my own future, define my own life according to my norms, customs, and tradition. That's the most beautiful thing every person should aspire for.
Do you see that ever happening?
It's going to happen in my lifetime, God willing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
We just need your names so that when the report goes, we got the right names. Just be sure, buddy.
Do you have a word for the people back home, those who are watching live at the moment?
Ambazonians, our land can only be liberated through right to self-defense. For the past 6 months, you have fought through ghost towns, civil disobedience. You have been kidnapped, tortured, and transferred to Yaoundé. This is the time to defend your neighborhood, defend your villages. Make sure we can expel the deals, expel the colonial governors. Make sure we can stop them exploiting timber and transporting them to La République du Cameroon. Make sure we can stop petrol leaving Victoria and being shipped in Cameroon. Make sure their businesses cannot open when we call for ghost towns. Block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood is the only way forward. I will give you the orders as the days go by, but you should know this is the time to fight. It is no longer the time for ghost towns. Ghost towns alone will not liberate us.
Thank you very much.
What's his name?
Dr. Ayaba Lucas.
Doctor
Ayaba. Chose CFO. He is the leader of the
Okay.
Can you give us your name?
Just one.
My presenter is Akwasi Sapong.
His name is Akwasi Sapong.
We are live.
Akwasi Sapong.
We are live. Just one word as organizer of this rally.
We are here to tell the people back home to stay strong and stay united, and to know that we must take ourselves back to where we belong. We do not belong with La République du Cameroon. We are a people sovereign and must decide our own destiny. So you stay strong despite being faced by the bullets, despite being raped. We tell you to stay strong. We are united in the diaspora, and we will continue this fight until victory comes.
Thank you very much.